Yo, this episode of Epic Thoughts is brought to us in part by hip hop, ironically building and destroying the black communities since the late 70s. This is Epic Thoughts. Thank you for logging on. If you see us on YouTube or Facebook, or if you're watching us on HPTV, you're watching a special Monday episode of Epic Thoughts. If you're listening to us on iTunes, then it's just an ordinary day that you listen to podcasts. But anyways, however you may listen to it, thanks for checking in on this Epic Thoughts. My name is Ramon. I am artist and CEO of Heritage Park Productions. Carla may not join us today. I don't know if she's going to make it or not, but we had to do a special Epic Thoughts today because, simply put, I lost a bet. But even though I lost the bet, it was a great opportunity to do the show. What we're going to talk about, I felt like it was a great subject matter for the show. So it wasn't even I wouldn't even consider it an L. I consider it to be an honor to do this show. And the guests that I have today are people that would be the best people to talk about this topic with me. But before I do that, I gotta let you know, man, we have Heritage Park apparel available for you. We have clothing. This is our Epic Thinker t-shirt. You can get this on heritageparkproductions.com. I'm going to put the website down here below. It's heritageparkprod.com. You can go to the fashion section and you can get this Epic Thinker t-shirt. And we got other clothes too that you can get, but this is what you can get right now on heritageparkprod.com. You can purchase a lot of other clothes and check it out. For all my Epic Thinkers out there, all those people who are watching, who've been watching us on YouTube and Facebook, and those who've been watching us on HBTV and listening to us on iTunes or wherever you get your podcast streaming, when you purchase, you type in Epic and the discount as a discount code, you'll get 20% off the entire order. Okay. It's not going away. You can keep using it too. It's not just like a one-time use. You can use it all the time. So Epic, you type in the word Epic in the discount, you'll get 20% off the entire order. If you get this shirt and you wear it, and you tag us on any of the social medias, if you tag us wearing this shirt, you'll also get an extra 10% on your next order. All right. So go on Heritage Park, PROD, get the Epic Thinker shirt and rep Heritage Park by repping Epic Thoughts. All right. Enough of that. Yo, I'm excited about today's episode, man, because this is a special. We're just going to get it done real quick. We're going to do it really dope. I got some guests that have come on to the stream, and we're going to have a good time. But first and foremost, I'm going to introduce both my guests. The other one had just popped on right now, and I want to introduce him, give him some time real quick. This young dude, I've known him literally his whole life. I've literally known him his whole life. He is for those of you guys who have watched before, you've seen Tremel. This is Tremel's son, and he is a soulful dude. He does hip hop, he does basketball, he does all kinds of stuff. I call him, his hip hop name is AO. I don't know if we're gonna keep his hip hop, if you're gonna keep your hip hop name, but I'll introduce him as AJ, otherwise known as AO. What's up, AJ?
What's up? How's it going?
Good. And also on the call right now, he just hopped on and he's waiting. I don't know if he's finished with his meal, but we'll see in a quick second. Heritage Park's own hip hop recording artist, getting ready to release the second album anytime this summer. Kevin Davis is in the building. What's up, Kevin?
Hey, don't introduce me with subliminals when you say about to release his project sometime this summer.
Soon, maybe coming up. I don't know when his album's dropping, but Kevin Davis is in the building. What up, Kevin?
What's up, man? Yes, I did finish my food. I'm putting in 10, 12-hour days, and I had to scarf something down before I hopped on. I apologize.
That's all right. Kevin, you got the man beard going on right there. That's pretty dope.
I do. Look, hold on. I've been wearing a hat all day, but I don't know if you've seen it. Have you seen any of my?
I see some videos, but I don't know what the hair look like. What the hair look like? Oh God,
bro, it's a vibe for sure. It's horrible, right? It don't look good right now, but bro, it's a summer vibe for sure.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, I just picked up this cool. Shout out to Walmart. I just picked up this cool little black floral button up. So it's gonna be perfect for poolside, man.
Oh man, he's ready for vacation. Anyways, but thanks for both of you guys for coming on this episode of Epic Thoughts. Carla may or may not get on, we don't know, but we're gonna do it big anyway. So here's what happened, Kevin. So to get you up to speed and while we're here today. So my man AJ came out here and he well actually I was in Arizona when he made the talk to me.
Wait, what were you doing in Arizona, Ro? What took place in Arizona?
Not that. That was the second trip to Arizona. The first trip to Arizona. We don't talk about the second. You're not talking about
when the Clippers lost.
No, I'm not talking about that Clipper game. I'm not talking about that. But
we're talking about Dave and Buster's.
We were Dave and Buster's. I was at Dave and Buster's, and the Clippers were in the series before then. And they were down in that series. They were down like 3-1 or 3-2.
0-2.
It was 3-2. It was 3-2.
It was 3-2 at the time of this conversation. And he said, "Yo, if the Clippers pull this series off, you let me come on Epic Thoughts." And I was like, "All right, what do you want to talk about?" He was like, "Let's talk about hip hop, man. Let's talk about hip hop from the beginning and the old school versus new school." And I was like, "Actually, Clippers don't have to win to do that. That's a good subject matter." So
you're like, forget it. Just give me $5, slide that, and we're good.
just pay for this French fries that I'm eating, and we'll get you on there. So I already knew when he had said that regardless of what the Clippers were going to do, I was going to do this show because I think that'd be a great Epic Thoughts show. So that's why we're here today. And I'm busy tomorrow on Tuesday night, so I was like, "Hey, let's just do it Monday."
Hey, speaking of Dave and Buster's, where I stay, well. I just moved, but where I was staying in Fairfield, they just opened up a Dave and Buster's 7 days ago, and 2 nights ago someone got shot. So, Dave and Buster's bringing out the worst in people.
That's why I don't go to the NorCal, because it's just your violence is just too random for me. At least out here, I know when and where somebody got shot. And
listen, man, you go to South Central, that's where you finna get shot. You come to the Bay. You need to be careful.
In the Bay, it's random. No, the Bay Area is random. People get shot randomly in the Bay. At least in SoCal, you gotta wear the right uniform. If you're wearing the wrong uniform, you're in the wrong neighborhood.
Bro, that's true. They don't care what
Bay, it don't matter what you're wearing. So.
I stay in Scottsdale, Arizona. I don't have to worry about any of this. That's
you got
heat on your neck, bro. I don't know how you wearing a beanie even inside. Your AC doesn't even touch.
But
it's weird
because you guys are at 120 today or something like that. Something crazy.
We're at the high was like 125, and then the lowest I think was like 96, 97.
Yep.
That's temperature.
I have this week off from football though, so I was showing.
That's Satan's toenails right there, man. That is hot.
That's hot, man. That's hot. All right, so let's get into it, man. So let's talk about it. We talk about hip hop. We're going to talk about different aspects of hip hop. All right. But I think there's no one better than you two to get on this show and let's debate, let's discuss, let's talk about it. Kevin's got some interesting comments about hip hop. I already know. I've worked with this dude, AJ, for many, many years, and we have gotten to close to yelling matches. We have gotten to yelling matches about hip hop.
We did.
Yeah, me and you.
When we were on tour in
we were on tour in Oregon. We got
you wanted to kick me out the car.
I almost kicked him out of the car, off the 5 freeway because of conversations we had. But let's start with you, AJ, because you're the one that brought this up, man. Because you're pretty much an eclectic dude. You listen to hip hop from the old school to the new school. What would you say is the biggest difference before we get into the deep mix of things? What's the biggest difference you have found in hip hop throughout the years? How has it changed in your mind? What do you hear now that you didn't hear before, and vice versa?
I think what I hear now from hip hop is more of like I think it's more like auto-tune based. Like everybody else is using more auto-tune from what they're doing. And then also I think hip hop's more gang related than it used to be back in the day. I think now it's like all the rappers that are blowing up, like Chief Keef, one of the biggest people to blow up, 2012. All of his music was directly gang related to like things that happened in his city, and it started a trend. So I think back then it wasn't a lot of people just like using gang culture in their music as much as it is now. That's like the biggest way to blow up is you have to be from gang culture. You have to be from the streets.
Do
And
you
then I
feel
think
like?
also just like everybody.
Go ahead. Go
Do
ahead.
I feel like what? Go ahead.
No, go,
So I
finish
was
your
saying
thought.
I feel like everybody nowadays also it's kind of like nobody has a complete understanding of like the lyrics either. So they might use slang from one state that's directly tied to something gang related, and then they get caught up in a matter that they had nothing like dealing with.
Do you feel like this is one of my things about hip hop throughout the years is you're right. At one point, hip hop in the early 80s and 90s was part of a conversation of using language from whatever part of the country they were in, but also hip hop had differences. There was rap. There was a difference between rap and hip hop, and now
Right.
everyone calls everything hip hop when everything is not hip hop. There's a lot of like you said, a lot of music is talking about gang violence, gang relations, and stuff like that. And back in the 90s, if you wasn't about that life, you was able to tell. Nowadays,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like either somebody's fronting, like no one's really lived that life, they're just
Right.
glamorizing it, or they really are living that life. How do you feel like there is people who may be perpetrating just to sell records or to gain influence that they're not living that life?
Oh, 100%. There's rappers that like people have done videos on and dove in like deep down into it, where they'll find out they're actually not from like the street or anything like that. Like perfect example, like Takashi 69. He lived in like the suburban like part of New York. He wasn't like gang related or anything. He went to a private school. You know what I mean? He chose that life coming in. He chose that life when he got like 22, 23. He chose to be in the situation he's in now because he saw it was making him money because that's what everybody does. Or like Blueface. I feel like a lot of Blueface's thing wasn't even just being off beat, but it was like claiming rolling 60s, but he wasn't even from a life like that. Most people don't know, he had a scholarship to go play university D1 football. He chose not to go play for the strict reason that he wanted to portray like the sound in hip hop that he chose to do.
Kevin, you've been in this journey too through hip hop, but you've seen like AJ, you've seen the transition, and you've probably seen it like I think what are you, Kevin? 27, 26?
Respectfully, I'll be 32 by the end of the year.
Are you really gonna be 32?
Yeah.
You're that old?
First off, don't get smacked. All right, I'm from this gang streets, the mean streets of the Napa Valley.
Mean streets of Napa. What do you think about what AJ said? Do you agree with it? What do you think about it?
I mean, it's obviously true. I mean, you look at 6ix9ine. He is the quintessential scapegoat of people saying, "Oh, you're not really about that life." But I think people have opportunities to be more than just a product of their environment, but people are still looking for that. Like, I need some grit. I need something real. I need to it needs to resonate with me. So they adapt this persona, which every artist has a persona. And I just think with this day and age with social media and everybody putting everything online, you can be fact checked. Like, literally, people could stay up all hours of the night and just fact check everything that you say. So it's easier to find, people who really aren't about what they're talking about. But it's an aspect of hip hop. I think people want that, grimy, like gang related music because that's either what they want to fantasize about or that's what they really come from. So you have to resonate with people, and I think it's just another tactic of being an artist today. Again, like, you look at people like Snoop and Lil Wayne, like, they're Bloods and Crips, but they're Snoop coaches football. But when you grow up, you kind of put childish things aside, and you kind of just, like, when you have so much money, you can't be doing all that stuff. I think so that comes into play. But when it comes to music, I think today's music is very melodical. There's so many melodies. I feel like it's so expansive that you could literally find your own lane, and you can create such such an amazing following by just doing stuff out of your house. Whereas you needed to be signed to a record label in the early 2000s or the the 90s, 80s, and actually like do something that had never been done before, or something that really stood out. And I think it kept a lot of people from actually doing a lot of music. So I'm excited where music is today. I quite like it. Again, I'm not listening to 6ix9ine, but I mean, people who like that music, that music is good music for them.
But see here, okay, so let me ask this question to both of you. So you talk about 6ix9ine, you talk about Blueface and these cats who weren't really from that lifestyle, but they are singing it, they're using it. And then you talk about you mentioned Snoop and Lil Wayne. I felt like even though there's for two different times, they were saying two different things as opposed to, or maybe I'm wrong by thinking this way, but wasn't Snoop and they were telling stories about the life that they've seen, while Tadashi is telling something else. Like I think if people were to ask me what would I think the main difference between hip hop now and hip hop back when I was younger was, I felt like the hip hop back then was storytelling as opposed to glamorizing.
Well,
so
you were a senior in high school when a hip hop a hibbit came out.
no, I was not. I was
You were
not
a
even
senior in high school, man.
when Rappers
You
Delight
got a full
came out.
face of hair, bro.
When Rappers Delight came out, I was
It's 27 actually. You got to get the dates right.
You took Regina to the prom.
I did not take Regina to the prom. When the Rappers Delight, I don't even know what year Rappers Delight came out. I think it was in the 80s. I was still in elementary
Probably,
school.
to be honest, that probably came
Rappers
out like
Delight.
83.
Maybe even earlier than that. But yeah, it was before Run DMC and all that other stuff. So I would have to say maybe even late 70s, early 80s. So I was like literally still in diapers when Rappers Delight came out. But I'm talking about but you knew, like you said, you knew where Snoop Dogg came from, you knew where MC8 came from, you knew where DJ Quick came from. But in the same mindset, you knew where Will Smith came from, and everybody was who they were. So it was like they told the story of their experiences, let alone
but you're looking at Will Smith being an anomaly.
There was a lot of cats like Will Smith that wasn't really being gangster.
You were ushering in the era of young suburban white kids being interested in hip hop. So you had a lot of a big surgence of like sales and things, and people being able to come up and do music that wasn't really like Ice-T. Like no white kids was checking for Ice-T, but I mean they were looking for Will Smith, they were looking for Vanilla Ice and MC Hammer and stuff like that, stuff that was a little easier, but I just
right, but see but they were themselves. That's what I'm saying, that they were themselves. Like you never heard Will
Rob was not Vanilla Ice. Rob was getting hung over a balcony.
That's when they showed us that he wasn't gangster. When
right.
He was getting hung over a balcony, he wasn't gangster.
He was dancing with the Ninja Turtles.
But we knew he wasn't gangster. Like we had a lot of cats like that.
There's rappers nowadays that I would say are like they live that life, and they're definitely like portraying it. Like almost any, like in Chicago, we all know there's like a huge gang war going on between like black disciples and gangster disciples, right? People on both sides, like Chief Keef or like King Von or LA Capone, FBG Doug, or who is it, Wooski, like people like that. These are dudes who are like they're living that lifestyle and actively telling it. Or like King Von, I think, got out of jail this last time, and he said that's when he decided to put his foot into music, because he's done everything in the streets and wasted too much time in there. So he's like, why not just tell the stories of what I went through? So he's had songs like Why He Told, where he's talking about one of his closest friends who like raised him up just to snitch on him and try to get him even more time, when it ended up getting that dude more time and got Von acquitted of all charges. So I think like nowadays it depends on where the music's coming from and like who it is, because there's artists who really live like that life and they're putting everything out there. for them to see because they've gotten off so many times when they were younger that they feel invincible. Like NBA YoungBoy, he's been doing this stuff since he was like 10 or 12, and then he just got arrested again. He's only like 22, 23 with like 7 kids because he felt invincible. He's never been in jail long enough to actually feel the consequences. So like they're proving that they're living this life to some extent.
Is that hurting hip hop?
I think it is too. I think it is somewhere in there. I think it is.
You're shaking your head. No, Kevin. Do you?
No, because hip hop is multifaceted. I mean, what's good for me is necessarily not good for you, and what you're into is not necessarily what I'm into. So I think everybody has a lane, and I feel like music is so expressive and like you're just able to tell your story, and I think any type of angle is cool. It's just
but we're not getting the other angles. Like we're just getting the gangster stuff, and we're getting.
No, you're not. You got Drake singing to everybody. You got freaking.
But Drake's not portraying like the lifestyle or whatever that like these dudes are living. Drake's sitting on like.
He was Jimmy in Degrassi. This man talking about 666 and he from the streets and blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, first off, Drake.
Okay, but see, Drake, like Will Smith, Drake is an anomaly, isn't he? Currently,
yeah.
No, because if you look at it, like, if you look at it, like Kanye was doing it before him, Nelly, 50 Cent, these cats were all singing. You just happen to find. A good-looking, light-skinned dude who can sing
that changed
better
the game.
than all of them.
That changed the game.
Just capitalized on it. I mean, hip hop is now pop. Like, let that sink in. Hip hop is not a subgenre of pop music. Hip hop,
not really.
So
I wouldn't say
if that's the popular genre. There's so many, like you could say a pop artist from the 90s, they were all kind of, you could be whatever you wanted to be.
They were mostly contemporary in the 90s. A pop artist would be contemporary. It wouldn't be a hip hop artist.
No, but what I'm saying is as a pop artist, you could have done whatever type of music. You could have been Hootie and the Blowfish. You could have been Matchbox 20. You could have been Britney Spears. You could have been Lifehouse. You could have been whatever type of rock, Incubus, which was kind of indie, but they were still pop. It's like you have all these things, but now you have Drake, Migos, you got NBA, I don't know, YMH, I don't know who all these cats are. They all running like their little PlayStation, Call of Duty gamer tags, and it's like they're all clicked up, and it's just like you have so many different things that you could just be. And I think it's great. I think it's great for hip hop.
You said you disagree, AJ. What's your point? You said you disagreed.
I think hip hop, like I think it still has those. I don't think it would fall under like pop anymore, like pop or whatever. Like you're saying, I think it falls more under like its own category because you still have different types of rap. Like you have what's called cloud rap, which is more like what Juice WRLD did, or like X. It's more like the melodic stuff that you could find. There's like old school categories of people who are like they're more versatile or like they'll let you know what they're saying. Like it gets split up even now. Like they like when you go look at it and you look at like the genre of an album, they'll change it from it used to be like hip hop / rap. One will say like hip hop or one will say rap. They still haven't like completely like mellowed out like the subgenres, but there's still like different. It's like there's umbrella groups to it almost.
But meaning
that
pop,
all fall under that.
Pop is the popular genre. That's why they called it pop. Like in the 50s, it was Elvis and rock and roll.
Elvis and in the 90s, it was Britney Spears and NSYNC and Justin. Right.
Pop is just the popular genre, like today's hits. That's the pop genre. So hip hop is like it's across all sports. It's across all movies. I mean, Cardi B was just in the new Fast
and Furious.
The Fast 9, and then you got, Lil Dicky got his own TV show. Same with Donald Glover, and all these cats are doing all these things, and You know, it's like this is what's in your home, this is what's on your radio, and this is what's getting pushed to you through advertisements and Instagram and TikTok and all this thing. I mean, you can't scroll to videos without seeing a hip hop dance doing do and whatever. Like it's all hip hop. It's pop. It's not that bubblegum pop or Taylor Swift or Justin Timberlake, things that we associate with pop from past, but it is now the popular genre.
So now that we're in 2021 and hip hop has literally left a massive mark. Yesterday, I don't even know if any of you saw the BET Awards.
No.
They had the BET Awards. I didn't watch too much of it either.
No.
It's just
because Cardi B was pregnant with her belly out.
Yes.
Lil Kim decided she wanted to challenge Nicki Minaj to a versus. I did watch that Soulja Boy Bow Wow versus.
Yes.
Soulja Boy is he's a character.
Soulja Boy is fantastic.
He's a marketing
standpoint.
His music.
He's a marketing genius. His music is
hold on,
marketing.
AJ, how old are you?
16.
Okay, you don't understand how dope Soulja Boy was. Kiss Me Through the Phone.
Wait,
I've heard all these songs.
Wait, okay,
there's 3 songs in music that you remember numbers to: 8675309, 281-330-8004, and
which one's that one?
Mike Jones.
Oh, Mike Jones.
And then 678-999-8212.
There's 4 then. There's 4 because there's a 4th one. It's Tony. Whatever you want, girl, you know I can provide.
What's the
whatever
number?
you need. Call. Oh shoot, I forgot the number.
Exactly 3. Like I said, don't
interrupt me. 4.
Don't interrupt me. There's 3 numbers
This is 3
in the world that you remember, except for like if you were in the toll-free, calling thing. But Soulja Boy is fantastic. Crank that freaking get out the way. Pretty boy coming through. Like Soulja Boy.
Listen, Soulja Boy to Kevin, AJ. Listen, to Kevin's generation, and that's that that middle ground between millennial and X, where they don't really know
Gen
where they
Z.
fit.
I'm a millennial. Shut your mouth.
You're that millennial Gen Z type.
Whatever
Boy,
boomer.
Well, no, I'm an Xer.
You're a boomer.
I'm an Xer.
Your parents had 12 kids.
Your parents
had 12 kids, and you had military rations.
No, I was born 3 years before. I was born 3 years before a millennial. I was right before the millennial cutoff. I'm 3 years before that. I'm an Xer. So, but his generation, which is a small little pocket, Soulja Boy to them is what I don't know who whoever hip hop, whoever changes the game to you, AJ, that's who Soulja Boy is to them. And to us,
Soulja Boy is not Drake. Again, you keep saying dumb things.
No, because see that's where they would go. If that's so, listen. I went to a place in Nashville just a month ago, and Soulja Boy came on in this bar. We were at a bar, and Soulja Boy came on in the bar, and I could not believe the response that everyone had to just that song.
Everybody's doing this. Everybody's doing this, bro. They're like,
people lost their mind.
Like this.
They lost. At AJ, when I kid you not, they lost their mind. I've been in cars with people where "Kiss Me Through the Phone" has come on, and they're like, 78212, and I'm like, I don't understand it. I don't get it. I missed it by a couple years, but that's their guy. Soulja Boy is their guy. You don't get it. I don't get it. I'm just like,
I don't get it. It's just he got bangers for days, bro. He doesn't have 20 bangers, but he got
2. He got 2,
cool
maybe
13.
3.
Bro, he got a cool 13.
2.
He got a cool 13. I can't take nothing from no 16-year-old and no 42-year-old.
Yo, that's the one, bro.
Here's the thing, though. Soulja Boy still releases music, and his music now isn't as popping as what it used to be.
What are you talking about?
Right?
Make it clap, that's number one.
Could you? Yeah, nobody knew Soulja Boy made that song. Nobody knew he made that song. People found out when it hit number 1 when it was released on Billboard charts and made it.
That's because you're in the
Nobody
age
knew
of TikTok.
who it was.
You look at hey.
I don't even use TikTok. I don't use TikTok.
Okay, you're the 16-year-old who's not on TikTok. All right.
I have a few friends who don't use TikTok.
All I'm saying is, so Soulja Boy used MySpace. He was the first on YouTube. He takes these platforms and he uses them to his advantage, and he puts out music that resonates with people and people want to listen to it. Now you're looking at TikTok. There's like 10 songs that replay in my mind all day. I don't know who they are. They could be the same person and I wouldn't even know it. It's just like anything is at your fingertips in music today. And if you are an artist and you don't have something going for you, it's either A, you're not working at it hard enough, or B, you live in like a 5-mile town that uses rotary phones. Like,
no, but for Soulja Boy, here's the thing though. Do you remember when Kanye he was releasing those songs and he had like the little like voice memo covers or whatever that you get on your phone when you're looking at like
yes,
when you get like a file sent to you, like an audio file?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Kanye said I think it was 4 words, the whole thing. What was it? It was like poopity scoop.
Oh yeah.
Fire.
That right? Viral. Everybody knew Kanye did it. Right? So why didn't people know Soulja Boy released that song? Because Kanye doesn't even promote his stuff anymore.
Because AJ, yeah, because that is Soulja Boy. Okay, so like you know how you talk about NBA Youngblood. There's NBA Youngboy. I'm sorry, Youngboy, NBA Youngboy. I know who he is. I know he is.
Same thing.
You know how he has
Youngblood. I was like Youngblood.
No, yeah, NBA Youngboy. You know how he has his little culture of fans. He's got a pocket of fans that they're just going to whatever the music come on, they're going to fight. They'll fight you for saying that he's no good. Like you mentioned Wendy Williams. Like his fans are looking for Wendy Williams because she mentioned him on her show, and like all this other stuff.
Hey, don't talk about Wendy Williams. Ray J gonna come after you, bro.
Hey,
Wendy Williams got to go for the black community. She got to go for the black community.
One day, I'll tell you my Ray J story, and we got beef, so I'm not even scared.
Did you get the glasses that folded?
No, I never listen. Anything Ray J, I'm gonna tell you right now in Epic Thoughts, anything Ray J endorses, I will not be a part of.
So if you
I'm not gonna tell you the story right here. I'm not gonna tell you the story.
If you had one wish, would you get rid of Ray J?
No, because he's got family.
If you had one wish.
No, don't ever. Anyways, my point is, AJ, how people rock with NBA is how this generation people rock with Soulja Boy. They rock with him. He can do nothing wrong, even if they don't recognize it was him. Because look, when even his interview with Charlamagne the Guy, where he got Drake, when he started doing when he made his argument. Remember if you watch the whole thing, Charlamagne the Guy goes, "You're right, you did sing that song." They don't remember it either. They don't remember Soulja Boy either. That's how unpopular he is. But they're just going to hold on to it.
My whole flow.
Yeah, well, he copied my whole flow, and then he did his flow, and Charlamagne goes, "That's right." Oh, they don't even remember him. So it's like. That's just I don't know what it is about Soulja. I think he just represents.
I'm ready. What's happening?
Yeah, they just rep him, and it doesn't make no sense. So he's an anomaly in himself because Kevin says he got 13 hits. I say he got 3 hits. Like
I'm not gonna argue because I don't know all 13. I'm just saying. I'm just saying he's definitely got more than 3.
Can you name me 5 Soulja Boy songs right now off the top of your head?
Yeah, all right.
Besides "Kiss Me Through the Phone" and "Crank That."
No, don't be no. "Kiss Me Through the Phone," "Crank That," "Pretty Boy Swag."
He did that song.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. He did that.
Get out the way, pretty boy coming through. You did that.
Ya Trick Ya, and She Make It Clap. That's 5.
Yep, make it clap. That's 5.
Yeah.
All right, so
All
let's make it quick.
Hey, put a point down for Kevin.
You struggled to get that 5. You struggled to get that 5.
You did.
No, I didn't.
Once we got Christian on the phone,
Bro, I didn't come prepared to talk about Soulja Boy. Hold on. If I didn't think that if I swiped out of this, my video camera would go off, I would look it up right now and I would find everything.
I know you would. So let's talk about. We talk about hip hop. All of us are believers. We're all Christian. Let's talk about Christian hip hop for a minute.
Christian hip hop was horrible until 2016.
Okay, we're gonna not go to Kevin on this subject because
hold on. Christian hip hop was horrible until 2016. No one knew how to mix. No one knew how to master. Everybody was trying to do
independently. Yes.
Yeah.
Independently, because KJ knew how to mix.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest for 1 minute.
Okay, be honest.
Cross Movement 116 came out heavy.
Who's snoring? Who's got somebody snoring in their house?
Him.
That's my dad.
Did he sleep?
Yeah, he's on the couch sleeping, watching the game.
Wow.
The score's 52-49, by the way. Clippers are up.
All right. So continue your point, Kevin.
So I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
Cross Movement and 116 came out heavy in like 2007, 2008. Before that, Christian hip hop was horrible.
No.
You had You had T-Bone, KJ52, like LG Wise, Petty D,
Fred D. Lynch the third.
Okay, thank you. Ain't nobody know who that is.
No.
you had Toby Mac, and you had
Toby Mac was not hip hop. Okay,
yes,
whatever.
He was
pop.
And you look at them; they could not mix a song to save their lives.
We also had gospel gangsters. They were very mixed. They're mixed. They were very mixed.
I got a Bible in my yeah.
That's not gospel gangsters. That was God's original gangsters. That's a totally different band.
Whatever. See, I'm telling you, bro. I like the way they dribble up and down the court. That
wasn't me.
Basketball is my favorite sport. I like the way that wasn't
Christian.
Your high school,
was that Christian?
That's your prom song, dude.
No, bro. I was still in elementary school. There were some people who could not master, yes, but KJ had good stuff. Urban D had good stuff. Cross Movement was decent.
Hold on, you're telling me Urban D and KJ were better collectively and sound wise than Cross Movement?
No.
KJ had songs that included like video games and like cartoons.
Yeah,
KJ was different.
I'm not gonna go there.
I'm
not gonna
say 52, besides Jesus Christ, is the number one reason why I gave my life to Jesus Christ. Okay, so I can sit here and talk openly and honestly because he is top 5 influences in my Christian life.
I will say that mixing and mastering is still a problem in independent hip hop.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's hard to learn. It's hard to learn.
All you need is a Fiverr account, a Fiverr account, whatever, and $75.
But they don't do that, Kevin. They don't do that. No, they don't.
GarageBand or
SoundCloud. They don't have. They did not mix their songs. They did not master songs. They don't even have the proper. They don't even have the proper track.
Are you telling me that I don't? Are you telling me that I don't mix and master my songs properly?
Yes, you do. Like I work with you on your stuff. Your stuff is properly mixed and mastered. But you're not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about in general, especially when it comes to Christian hip hop artists, and they become SoundCloud artists. The bulk of them do not mix their stuff well.
So SoundCloud artists is a new thing.
SoundCloud artists have been a thing since 2016.
Right.
2016 was a SoundCloud movement.
Right, but that was literally only 5 years ago.
Okay, but they still don't mix and master their stuff.
It's all recorded on GarageBand and put out.
But that's a sound. It's different. It's different when it's a sound and you're not trying to make that sound, but unfortunately you make that sound.
That's awful. That's awful.
There's two different
That's
things
awful.
there. You're like, I'm going to make my song sound like this, and you're like, hey, I have a free SoundCloud account. Let me upload my music.
No,
but it's not like that for SoundCloud. You still want to put out something that's like good and like people want to listen to. But like I don't have the resources as somebody else does to go out here and maybe spend 75. Like a lot of the dudes who came up off of SoundCloud were either homeless or they were broke, and all they had was access to a MacBook, a microphone, and GarageBand.
Homeless and broke, they got MacBooks and mics.
Bro, if I got kicked out the house right now, all I got is a MacBook.
No, your parents have a MacBook. I used to record on an e-machine, bro.
Oh God, yes.
With the iPhone.
Oh no.
Headphones thing.
I didn't do the iPhone. I didn't do the iPhone headphone, but I did do a song with you on the e-machine.
So shout out. Can you see it? Shout out Lifted.
Oh
wherever
God.
it is. Lifted,
right
shout out Lifted.
We see
that
it.
is my original hip hop group.
I featured a song on the E Machine. I did feature a song on the E Machine, but it still wasn't mixed. It wasn't mixed, and we didn't. It wasn't something that we were trying to do. We weren't trying to mix and master.
If you go to SoundCloud right now and type in Lifted 707, you will find finished product.
He said Lifted 707. I'm on SoundCloud right now.
Lifted BYM 707. You will find finished Lifted music. We were like, yeah, that's the one. Upload it.
All right. So let me ask you this question. When it comes to Christian, we went on a tangent a little bit with Christian hip hop, but with Christian hip hop, do you think that secular hip hop is affecting it too much where it's not being authentic?
Yep. That's us. Yep. Yeah. Guess Who is the first song? Guess Who featuring Rose.
That's the one I'm featured on. Oh gosh.
AJ, is that the song?
Yeah, 488.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
listen to it later. Don't embarrass
me. Listen to it now.
I'll
listen to it later.
I'll bring up your stuff. I will. That's 2014.
Was that 2014? Wow.
Yeah, man. No, yours is probably like 20. Yours is probably 2013, 2014.
Oh, yeah, it had to be. It was before the twins were born.
I think Christian hip hop is just as good today as secular. You just have less money.
Mm. Do you think it's influenced too much by secular?
So Christian hip hop has a purpose, right?
Mm-hmm.
To reach people for Christ.
Okay.
I feel like if you don't have a certain sound, you're missing an opportunity to get people to listen to it. Nowadays, people listen to beats and melodies. They don't really listen to lyrics. So if you give somebody an opportunity to listen to something that slaps or is just decent or gives them something that they are into, you give them an opportunity to receive a message. I think content-wise, I don't think secular music has that much of an influence on Christian music, other than the fact that we're all kind of going through the same thing. Now things are just open. We're okay talking about our struggles. We're okay talking about where we're at, not necessarily where we were and how Jesus took us out of it. Now that's what we say, but we're also able to be vulnerable and be like, hey, this is where I'm at. This is where I'm at. And I think it's the same message as secular in the fact that you're just saying your story. You're just telling your story. But now there's not really that big of a difference because quality sounds just as good.
What about you, AJ? What do you think? Do you think that Christian music is being influenced by secular music?
I don't think so. I think it's just like with the day and age, people are like becoming more comfortable talking about like what they went through to like get where they are. I think the biggest difference with it it's how they each went about it. I think like a lot of these people might have came from like the same area or whatever, like in terms of like the struggle, but I think they picked like a different route to go about it and to try to bring like a more positive message to it rather than just go out here and talk about kill, kill, kill. This they're like I struggled with this, but then this is how I got out of it and I found my way to Christ kind of thing.
Awesome. Okay, yes or no questions. Both of you guys can answer it.
No, what do you think?
I think it is. I think Christian artists are being influenced by secular artists because we're going to the point where somebody asked me one day, you know, am I making music because I have a message to say, or am I making music because at the time this was when he was relevant, because Biggie makes music, and I was like, I have something to say. But then it was like, no, you're making music because you really enjoy listening to hip hop and all this other stuff. So like, are there artists out there that get caught up in the mix of it used to be, I'll say this about hip hop, Christian hip hop. It used to be Christian hip hop was the G League. You know what I'm saying? This is where kids would come and do music if they weren't going to make it as a professional secular artist. But I don't think that's the case anymore. I think because of Minio, because of Lecrae, because of NF, that people are realizing, this is not only is this lit, even though I don't even consider them to be quote unquote Christian anymore because they don't consider themselves to be Christian artists, which was that's a whole other conversation in itself.
I don't think NF is a Christian artist because I feel like in his music he's never seen Jesus Christ. He's never met Jesus Christ because that man is just sad and angry all the time.
All the time. Like, he's just mad. He's just mad.
I get it.
I think for him though, it's like he's always talked about, like I've watched his interviews and even listening to his music and like the lyrics. I think he's just talking about how therapeutic music's like become for him, like because he's gone through so many situations, and he said in therapy he would just be sitting down quiet, but whenever he gets there and he like starts writing on like his piece of pen and paper, he starts like going into the studio and freestyling or just rapping. He's putting his emotions, like years and years of pain, just like out. And I think look, that's him talking about how God's kept in here.
He's
that
definitely
man ain't mentioned God. Yeah. That man ain't mentioned God in 3 albums.
Yeah, it is very, but Christians think him. I mean, Christians think of him, especially white Christians. They really, that's their guy.
Dude, he's one of us, man.
He's the white Christian who, to that guy who got saved listening to Eminem coming up. Like NF is a great replacement for Eminem.
I'm from Detroit. I'm upset.
Yeah, I'm mad. So he's just a good replacement for him. So I'm with you. I don't know if he's considered. I don't consider him Christian. I do consider him positive because he doesn't cuss. Which
I mean, he's not signed under Catapult's, is he he's Columbia, right? Or Catapult?
Columbia. He's Columbia.
He's not signed under Columbia's Christian section. He's actually
which they have one. Yeah. And that could be just because money allocated. Because
man got big bucks.
They don't have big bucks in the Christian section, but they
no, but that's where networking comes. But that's where Christians are trash. They're like, I need a band for this feature that I'm gonna do in my room. It's like, no, you don't.
All right, we could talk about this all night, which but we can't.
I want to, bro. I told you I'm $100 an hour, so you already paid me for 2, so I'm down.
Get the heck out of here. So let's. I
just want to bet. So
yeah. So here's the deal. We don't have much time left.
We do.
We have. Well, we're not gonna cap it though, but we'll just have this conversation, see where it naturally goes. I want to hear 2 lists, and I don't want to do the segregation thing, but I think it's fair that we do the segregation thing between Christian and non-Christian. I want to hear your top 5 Christian and your top 5 non-Christian hip hop artists.
Who do you want to go first, the younger guy or the older guy?
Let's go younger guy first. Let's go you, AJ.
All right, so I'm gonna go with my non-Christian list first. I wrote it out on my
particular
list.
order.
Yes, let's do this in order.
My gosh!
It is. All right. Do you want me to go from top to? Do you want me to go from top to bottom, or do you want me to go like
go from 5 to 1? Go from 5 to 1.
5 to 1.
Yeah.
At number 5, I have Chief Keef.
What?
All right. What? Now listen.
No, just
Chief
I'm
Keef
sorry.
for
I'm sorry. I couldn't.
Chief
Just do
Keef
it.
for my generation is what Soulja Boy is for your generation, right?
Oh.
You guys don't understand.
No, it is not.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Chief Keef
go
drops
out-
music on YouTube all the time, and
Go
he's still getting millions of
outside.
views.
Go outside.
We don't have any.
Oh
Chief
my
Keef
gosh.
is our young old head. Number 4, I have Method Man.
That's fair. Method Man's fair.
At 4,
Method
bro.
Man at 4. At 3, I have Juice WRLD.
Dang, man.
Have you never heard of freestyle? He goes on for hours straight.
KJ52 is the world record holder for freestyle. He's freestyled for 24 hours.
Dang.
Okay.
All right, and number 2, I have Biggie, and then at number 1, I have Tupac.
Oh, okay, so that's respectable. It's a respectable list. It's a respectable list. We'll go secular. We'll just do all our secular lists, then we'll come back and do the Christian list. Kev, what's your list?
Bro, I need you to do yours.
Huh?
I need you to do yours because I was starting and then I got interrupted 5 times. And then, so I need to get it in. I need to get it in order. All right, so you go.
Okay, so my number 5 is Busta Rhymes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Busta Rhymes.
Okay.
Plus, I just gotta put a plug out there. If you're a hip hop head, his new Extinction Level album that dropped like 3 months ago is awesome.
Yo, that song with Benny the Butcher is fire.
It's great song.
Mm-hmm.
Benny the Butcher is sick.
At number 4, and I don't know if I'm lost in the moment, but I cannot get this dude off this list. I cannot not put him on the list. So I got Travis Scott at 4.
All right, that I like Travis Scott at 4.
I put Travis Scott.
Okay, now let me ask you this: What's your reason for having him at 4?
Because of what he's done lately. So I don't know if I'm lost in the moment.
All he has is lately.
The Astroworld project.
Yeah, the Astroworld project.
Okay.
That's where I'm basing off of Astroworld. I really am. And here's the thing. Again,
Astroworld was
I have on my Christian hip hop list, I have an artist like that too, where it's like it could be in the moment, or it could be he stays on that list for all times. I won't know for another 5-10 years.
Okay, Skip Bayless.
But
moment people.
So Astroworld is what put Travis Scott on the map for me.
All right.
Okay. At number 3, I have Drake.
That's all right.
Number 3, I have Drake. Okay. Number 2, I have Tupac.
That's all right.
I have number 2 at Tupac. Number 1, this has been really, really hard for me, but I can't not put him on here. Again, that's another guy. Honorable mention would be Biggie, but number 1, I have Eminem. Yeah, I have to give him number 1.
Yeah.
Okay. My question is this: so you picked Tupac over putting Biggie at number 2. Why is that?
Say that again. Oh, I picked Tupac at 2.
And you didn't put Biggie on there.
I didn't put Biggie on there because I can't base it off of just 2 albums.
Plus, you have Jay-Z, who has 10 albums.
Oh, I forgot Jay-Z.
It's the same person.
I forgot Jay-Z. Now I gotta change my list.
No,
Bust is off. Bust is off. Jay-Z's 5.
He said Bust is off. Jay-Z's 5.
Yeah, because
Travis Scott.
Travis Scott moves up to 5. Jay-Z goes to. Jay-Z will go to 2 now. So Tupac goes to 3. Travis Scott goes to 5.
5. Okay.
And Eminem goes to 1.
All right. So this is 5 best secular hip hop artists ever.
Yes. Oh God.
Ever.
I'm scared of this. Yes.
All right.
Soulja Boy's on the list. I know it.
He gotta be.
Can I put like a collective on there?
Yes.
All right. Number 5 is number 5 is NWA.
Okay. Respectable.
Okay. Specifically Cube and Ren.
Ren is dope. Okay.
MC Ren, bro, shut your mouth.
He wasn't like on a marketing standpoint. He wasn't like a big marketing artist, but he was good. Yes.
Right.
Yeah, he was good.
But he gave you a leg to stand in against Ice Cube, who is now number 4.
Okay.
Ice Cube is number 4.
Uh-huh.
But I'll keep Ice Cube in 5 because NWA. We'll do that as a whole.
Right.
Number 4, Kanye West.
Oh,
Okay, I forgot Kanye on my list.
Okay. Number 3 is Andre 3000.
That's a good one.
I can listen to Andre 3000 forever.
Mhm.
Number 2 is Drake.
Fair.
You put Drake above Kanye?
Yeah.
Oh, he loves Drake. Yeah, he
number honorable mention is Jay-Z.
Okay.
And number 1 is Eminem.
Cool.
Soulja Boy wasn't on that list. I'm surprised.
No, stop it.
Because he only got 13 songs. He only got 13 songs he liked. All right.
Them people could throw 13 albums together.
Yeah, they can.
If I had to put like a group on there though, I would have put the Migos on there.
Oh,
like I would have threw the Migos on there.
I gotta forget your mama.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah.
Hey, Raindrop, Drop Top. Your mom divorced me.
Hey, Bad and Bougie was a great song when it came out.
I think
Bad and Bougie.
Wait, huh?
Great song.
Come again? Which one?
Bad and Bougie.
Who's that on behalf of Bad and Bougie? Huh? Hey, Bad and Bougie.
No, this ain't gonna work.
Versace. They had the new song "Straighten."
Who's on Versace?
Straighten.
Hey,
who's on Versace?
Remix?
Drake's on the remix.
No one knows the original.
Hold on. T-shirt. Everybody knows the original. Versace was like
they know the remix.
Versace was their second hit song, right next to what's it called? T-shirt.
They know the remix.
I didn't know the remix. I knew the original.
That's because you're. That's because you have like pockets. Like that's because even though you put. What was your list again? Real quick.
I had to change my list because
not you. I don't care about yours.
Oh, hey. AJ's. What's yours?
Mine, Chief Keef, Method Man, Juice WRLD, and Tupac.
Okay, so you put Juice WRLD on there. I that is your generation thing, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where I was going. I don't know where it left my mind. I really apologize. What were we talking about?
I think my thing for putting, we were talking about. I left my mind. My thing though with this list though, I think putting like Juice WRLD on here for me was kind of like, he does like his own, like he gives you like that emotion. You know what I mean? He lets you know like. What? Because like he's from the same place like Chief Keef, Polo G. He's from Chicago. He's been in that area, but he's letting you know like the depression and all that he's going through. Versus Chief Keef and them, they openly said that they've dealt with depression at one point or another. Like Fredo Santana, he was dealing with depression, but he never put in his music or anything. So like nobody could really relate to him on that level. Whereas like I feel like more people in my generation, they kind of get that like. They kind of get that, like, you know what I mean? They can get that somebody else kind of they feel the way they feel, almost.
Why can't you look at Kanye that deals with mental health?
I can. I don't know why I didn't think of Kanye on this list because like Kanye is my favorite. Kanye's like my favorite. I don't know why I didn't think of him on this list.
Can I give another honorable mention?
Sure.
Yep.
John Bellion.
I thought he was about to say John Cena. I was gonna leave.
John Bellion, that's gonna be honorable mention.
That would be my second honorable mention, bro. When it comes to production, writing, rapping, singing, everything, bro. If you do not know who John Bellion is, you need to go look him up.
He's one of those guys I feel like I've given many chances and he just doesn't impress me.
You haven't given.
I've given him chances. He just doesn't impress me.
You're trash. You're.
He's just not my style. He's just not my style. He's definitely your style.
Beautiful mind.
He's definitely your style. All right, let's go Christian list.
All right, I'll go first again.
Okay,
let's pull this up.
I can't wait to hear what your Christian list is.
All right, so I'm going 5-1.
Okay,
and So I'm gonna have an honorable mention, kind of like a number 6. It's my god brother. His name's Gregory Trey. He's actually really good with it. I think you've heard him before, grow up. And then, and my next two are the reason I like them is the reason I started listening to Christian hip hop is because who I grew up around. At number 5 we have Hop, and number 4 we have Ron.
Wait, hold on. You're breaking up. What? At number 5 you have Hop.
Yeah. Yeah.
First off, anybody disrespect my brother's sister like Hop, and we gonna have some problems. All right.
Man,
how many million views videos he got on YouTube?
Yeah.
Hop is dope, man. Hop is dope.
Yeah.
So, but he gave me 4. I got love for AJ. He gave me 4.
Did you put Ro on at 4?
Yes, bro. I'm 30
I grew
years
up listening to him.
Okay, Ro.
Uncle Ro and Hop were probably the first 2 rappers whose albums I ever heard. Like literally, I remember going to school, going to Abundant Christian Family Church, like my little school, Upland Christian Academy, had a small building in there, and listening to Uncle Ro and Uncle Hop's music on my lunch breaks. I didn't know anybody else at the time. That's who I knew.
Uncle Ro, give me your best line out of one of your songs.
Okay, here we go. I spit the gospel like a Slava lie. Phenomenon. Yep.
AJ, let me tell you something about your Uncle Ro. Your Uncle Ro was asked to audition through a freestyle. He stole my lyrics.
Because you have bars, bro. You had bars. I was like, I'm just gonna use. I did AJ. I was like, I'm gonna do Kevin's verse because
this
it's
man
fire.
has been rapping for 20 years.
30
years. And he took my song.
But you know, now I've started to listen to my stuff a little bit more, and there's some lines in there I was like, wow, that's pretty good. I appreciate myself a little bit more. All right.
Hilarious. All right.
You had that one song. What was it called? You were talking about I remember I interviewed you one time for 6th grade. I don't know if you remember that. I saw the video the other day.
So long ago.
It was. And you had just put out the album Hold On, Pain Ends. What was the one song you were doing like God had came to you and he had brought you to like a table with a bunch of like millionaires, pastors, monks. Yeah, that was the one song I remember I listened to like my 6th grade year. I was putting my friends onto it. So I had to put them on the list. It's always been there. Dope.
I wrote that one. I didn't steal any Kevin lines on that one. So I wrote that one. I didn't steal any of Kevin's lines on that
That's
one.
hilarious.
Yeah. My number 3 is KJ. And here's why. I remember KJ had 2 songs. He had Cartoon Network and he had video games. And I really liked them because I understood the references in them. So those put it up there for me.
Okay.
Number two is Joey Vantis or Joey Jewish if you knew him like from the older starts like 2014.
Okay. I'm gonna let you have your list.
No. Say what you wanted to say about that. Oh,
yeah, Rose. What's your favorite Joey Vantes song?
Me or him?
No, Ro.
Okay.
Am I supposed to say higher?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then it's higher. But I really like Beautiful Solitude. But I know I'm not supposed to like Beautiful Solitude.
No, you're not.
I like them better as Joey Jewish. I'll just leave that.
I had Joey Jewish on my music called Higher. You can go check that out.
That was a great song. That's a good song.
I like Joey Vantes.
All right. And then honorable mention before too, because there was somebody else I wanted to put on this list. Was it's this guy's name's Fidel. Fedel. He's really dope. He was at our church a few times, and then he was from Cali, and his music's pretty dope. And number 1, I have KB.
That's fair.
Yeah,
I knew KB was going to show up sometime today.
So no Lecrae, no Minio.
No Minio, no
the thing for me with Lecrae, like, Social Club, as a group, I was doing it like when I was thinking of this, I was thinking like individual people. Social Club for me, I love Social Club, like as a group. And then for me, Lecrae, I didn't put him on there because I felt like not even that it was basic, but I feel kind of like there's people out there that are better, but they just didn't get the same type of exposure that he got.
Lecrae is fire, bro. Lecrae got great music. He's
got songs.
All right, Kevin, your list.
All right. Number 5 would be all right, hold on. See, you should have sent me the stuff when you
I should. So let me do my list.
Yeah.
I'll do my list while you're thinking of yours. Okay, so another one, just like Travis Scott. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this dude in about 5 years. So I don't know if I'm lost in the moment. Who?
You better.
No.
Okay.
He's not even honorable mention. He's got a good song. He got a good song that I really enjoy.
What was the song? It was a few years ago, wasn't it? It was like God Taught Me.
No, I don't like God Taught Me. I hate it.
That song is crazy.
That song was stern.
No,
why don't you like that song?
It's just irritating me. Like my favorite Zanti song is Fanatic, and it'll always be Fanatic. And
no, isn't that a Stephen Malcolm song?
No, every Christian has a song called Fanatic somewhere in their plethora.
Lecrae has a song called Fanatic.
I know, that's what I'm saying. But Zanti's is the best Fanatic song. We should do a top 10.
Where's your Fanatic song?
I don't have one. I don't have one because I'm more of I fit in that. I consider myself a Christian rapper, but I'm with like John Gibbons and Pigeon John. Yeah. I'm with those dudes somewhere in there.
Pigeon John.
But my number 5, just again, I don't know if I'm caught in the moment, but it's No Big Deal. Like I'm really vibing with No Big Deal.
Dilly is a vibe, bro.
It is, bro. And then this new one that he did with
you should have just said Indie Tribe.
Indie Tribe. No, because I can't rock with Mowgli, Iceberg the Mowgli.
But that's that SoundCloud, that's that white kid stuff, bro.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
But you like Indie Tribe though.
I like Indie Tribe for what is worth, and they just released a project. Like he pretty much scratched the old Indie Tribe and has this new Indie Tribe, and that's where Iceberg and John Keith are on it. And they just released the album like 2 weeks ago, so I'm not used to it yet. But I do like No Big Deal. So he's my number 5. Yeah. My number 4 is well, shout out to John Keith though, man. That dude, he's got something going for him. Number 4 is Ruslan. Yeah. Okay. Number 4 is Ruslan.
You should have just said King's Dream.
I should. So I'm gonna do King's Dream because all 3 of those.
That gives you 7 artists right there.
There you go. Indie Tribe is 5. King's Dream is 4 because that's 7 dudes.
He was right like, there. I got Reach Records and I got Cross Movement.
Reach Records. Number 3 has been really hard, but I think I'm gonna go with Sho Baraka.
Okay.
Sho Baraka.
Did he have that song? Wait, was he the one who had that song about Kobe Bryant?
Yes.
Yeah, yes. I remember that.
Yeah.
I didn't know you liked people who talked scripture, bro.
Sho Baraka has a very unique way of doing it, and he's from the IE, so he's an IE guy.
Sho Baraka battle raps you into conviction and repentance.
That's why I don't battle rap Sho Baraka. That's why I don't battle rap him.
Can you do a verses for that, Uncle Ro? Let's start the Christian verses. Can you do a verses for that?
Never with Sho Baraka. I'm never going to do a versus battle with Sho Baraka.
Anybody else but him?
He got scripture verses.
No, I'll go battle to battle with Tripoli any day. I'll battle KB. Yeah. I'll lose to KB, but I'm not afraid of none of them. Sho Baraka, though, you can miss me. I ain't going to do that one. Number 2 is, he's part of a group, but I'm going to call him out personally. Rest in peace, Solo from Gospel Gangsters. I think Solo was he's the reason why I'm in hip hop today. Solo was fire. Solo was the G. He was the G of original Gospel Gangsters. The rest of the band is cool too. Chili, Respect, and TikTok. You know, hope you get out. Solo was the genius behind that band. Okay. My number 1 dude, I will because of he's just been in it so long.
Let's go.
I'm giving it to KJ. KJ.
You mean KD?
KD's honorable mention, man. I gotta give KD 6. KD is an honorable mention, man. I let you know, man. The only reason he's Heritage Park is because I'm a huge fan of KD. Like I knew he had it in him. But he's
You gave KJ number 1, and you had KJ in what, number 3?
I had him. No, I had him at number 2.
Number 2.
Right?
Wow.
I had him. No, yeah, no, I had him at 3. I had him at 3.
I don't think hip hop would be the same without him.
Mm-hmm.
No, it definitely wouldn't. I mean, if we're talking about influence, I mean
that's why I gave him number 1 because of his influence.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Minio gets honorable respect too. Like, but I just it's hard to put him in the list. It's hard to rock with somebody that everybody rocks with. And Minio's a good dude, and he's got good music. It's just like, we would have replaced him with somebody else.
I have a question for you after Kevin finishes his list.
No, right. Go ahead.
Because the question for right now?
Yeah.
Because this question for everybody. Who's somebody, or give me 3 people, or not 3, give me 2 people right now that you don't think many people know about in like the Christian like hip hop world that you think deserve like a little bit of like the spotlight.
Miles Minnick and Miles Minnick and George Rose. No, Miles Minnick and Salachi Voss.
I would say Jet Trouble.
He's not hip hop. He's a singer.
Now he's kind of moving over, but you gotta give him a shot. He's been hip hop this whole time.
Ruslan dumped him in the IE on the side. Like
I know, and he just released the Heroes album last week.
He's like Charlie Powers. Like
Charlie Powers. I'm going to say Jet Trouble, and I'm going to say Kevin Davis.
Do you like how I know who Charlie Powers?
Yes, I'm not surprised by who you know nowadays. I'm not surprised.
I be repping the IE sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Charlie Powers, bro. But yeah, Jet Trouble for real though, and Kevin Davis.
So Jet and Kev.
Yeah.
All right, cool. The 2 white dudes. Let's go. So number 5 is going to be T-Bone. T-Bone represented. Don't do that, bro. You put on some questionable people, bro.
T-Bone, bro.
First off,
his name is T-Bone.
T-Bone.
T-Bone, yes.
No, he was sitting at an Outback steak dinner. He was trying to figure out his name. He had the song recorded. Just finished his steak. He was like, "Yeah, T-Bone."
You don't know that? No.
Did you pick him because he's a Bay Area?
415. Let's go. But no.
Okay.
He named himself after the bone of a steak.
No. Oh, first off, Juice WRLD.
It's meaningful.
It's
meaningful.
I don't know.
T-Bone.
I don't.
T-Bone. He's named after food.
Okay, what about T-Boz?
Okay, now you're extending it. Okay, T-Bone. Who else?
All right, T-Bone.
Uh-huh.
All right. If you don't know who T-Bone is, you need to listen to History of a Hoodlum.
Fighting Temptations.
Bro. Watch Fighting Temptations.
Watch Fighting Temptations.
He was in a movie with Beyonce.
That makes him great.
Okay. T-Bone is great. He had that kind of Twista type fast flow. He was multicultural. He had the Spanish influence. He had the hip hop. He was Bay Area. He was talking about Niners and Giants and the Raiders and all this stuff. So something that I could relate to, right? That's number 5. Number 4, I'm gonna go with Pro / Derek Minor. Okay.
That's fair.
Pro was like my go-to dude on Pandora when I was really first starting to come into being a musician. I feel like, I don't know why, because nothing that he talked about was anything that I lived in my life.
Mm-hmm.
But just the influence that he had as far as how he rapped, his cadences, how he made music, everything like that. So Derek Minor, number 4. Number 3, Number 3 is, I'll go with RPSMG because it's a collective. All right, you've got.
Did they do a song with Black Knight?
He was part of RPSMG.
That is.
Oh, he was? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did a lot. He was working with him.
So you have Justin, you got JG, you got Justin Goss, who is
Good. Justin Goss is
freaking
dope.
beast, a freaking beast.
Great, yeah.
You've got
Mission.
you've got Brandon P, who can
AKA
literally
Black
make
Knight.
who can literally AKA Black Knight, who can literally make any beat you want. And he is industry quality, and everybody is trying to get everybody is getting his music.
Yeah.
Everybody. Belief, KB, Derek Minor, Lecrae, E40, people from the Bay Area, people from freaking everywhere, bro. And then you have Mission. Mission is a dog. Mission is my favorite rapper, favorite Christian rapper, and it's just RPSMG. Number 2 is Miles Minnick. Miles Minnick represents the Bay to the fullest, and his networking is unmatched. He went from 28 followers on Instagram to 14,000 followers in a year. Just the hard work and dedication, and just Miles is just great. Miles is great. This time next year, he's signed to Reach Records for sure. And then number 1, you already know who it is. It's that boy KJ52. If it wasn't,
you got KJ52 at number 1 too.
Number 1. If KJ52 didn't make music, I don't know where I would be today.
I don't think any of us would be listening to hip hop if it wasn't for KJ52.
Not only was KJ52, besides Eminem, the first white person that I ever saw as a rapper, something that I had a passion for. He was funny, which is what I do. He can actually rap, which is what I can do. And he was just great. He was a great husband. He's a great father. He's a great musician. A pastor is just something that I wanted to embody full scale throughout all ministry. But yeah, man.
His most recent stuff is good too. The Jesus and the Family with Dayton, even though that's like 5 years old.
Debatable.
I loved it.
Debatable.
Okay.
Debatable. I always try to go back and listen to KJ. I can't anymore. I can't.
Even his most recent?
Yeah.
All I had is Jesus and the Family. I love that joint.
Yeah, I can't.
Okay.
But influence alone gives him number 1.
Okay.
Honorable mention. Lecrae and Andy. They're just so good. And then oh dang. Who? It's losing my mind. Who am I always talking about?
You always talking about Miles.
Well, yeah. All right. Oh, Lifted.
Okay. On that note, man, I'm really appreciative that you guys all got on here today. And this
Are you a rapper if you don't put yourself in top 5?
I guess not. I was waiting for you to be like Kevin, Kevin Davis, KD. What other names you had?
Daylight.
Because he spits hot fire.
Hey, Uncle Ro.
Yeah.
Before we go, 2 people I just wanted to give you do your homework on. I already said Gregory Trey earlier. And another one is this new dude from the area. He works at Impact with my dad. His name is Xavier Sorrow.
All right.
Didn't he?
I'll send you a link to it. Trust me, it's really good.
Didn't he do some stuff for Rapzilla?
Yeah, he did.
Wasn't he on the freshman list last year?
He was on the freshman list last year, yeah.
Yeah, he was on the freshman list last year. Yeah.
Yeah, with Miles and all them, yeah.
Yeah.
You know Miles Minnick, AJ?
No, I don't think so.
That's who you do your homework on. You do your homework on Miles Minnick. You do your homework on T-Bone. Don't be disrespectful.
Don't listen to him on T-Bone. You can listen to Miles Minnick. I like Miles Minnick. Jet Trouble.
And you do your homework on
Trouble.
On the members of RPSMG.
Jet Trouble, bro. Jet Trouble. I love Jet Trouble. I love everything he does. And
I'm telling you though, Gregory Trey with this stuff that he's working on, I got a chance to hear. I'm telling you, this next stuff he releases, this album, you're gonna love it. Uncle Roy, you got to meet him.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. It's cool. But Jet Trouble, man. And congratulations shout out to Jet Trouble, who just got married last month or 2 months ago. So
Raza.
Jet Trouble. Anyways, man, I appreciate y'all coming on the show. Listen, if you're watching the show, make sure you go on heritageparkprod.com. Go get you some epic thinker wear. Hey, make sure you send us a picture of yourself wearing. Tag us on Heritage Park on either Facebook or Instagram. And if you do that, we'll send you an extra 10% off your next order. And I thought
one had to go. Are we not doing one has to go?
No, we don't have time because I got to pee really bad. So I got in this.
You got to pee? You don't use that Gatorade bottle right next to you?
I don't have a Gatorade bottle. Anyways, we don't do
plug.
We got plugs. Oh, yeah, so let's plug. AJ, your tag is Life with Fuego at Life
my
with
Instagram,
Fuego.
My Instagram is Life with Fuego, and I started Twitter actually.
All right,
get my thoughts out on Twitter. My Twitter is Huncho Draco, as you can see it right here. It's my Twitter.
Huncho Draco.
And then we got my Instagram, Life with Fuego. So feel free to follow.
All right, Kevin, you're doing Kevin Davis music. What and anything else?
Nah, that's it. Go and my youth group is doing a taco fundraiser.
That's it. Get it.
If you are not in the Bay Area, specifically Vallejo, you can still order some and support the youth going to summer camp.
If I order tacos, where are you sending them?
To my house.
Then nah, bro.
You can sponsor a child, bro. You can sponsor a child.
How do I order tacos?
How might one get the tacos?
How are they gonna order it? Where do they do?
So go to my Instagram at Kevin Davis Music 1 or my Facebook at Kevin Davis, and you can check it out. I got a couple videos, got some flyers out there. But hey, I got new music coming out soon. Completely Kevin is coming out very, very soon. If Ro gives me more money to do it. And,
oh my gosh.
And I'm excited. I'm glad I met AJ, even though his list is
I'm glad I met Kevin. The list is there.
But yeah, man.
And I'm gonna do my little plug. Make sure you check me out, Roman ROHMON. The new album is out. It's doing really well.
Is that Bear Mattress?
No, it's not.
Oh,
it's
put it on everybody. Put the 3 people up. AJ.
No, we're not gonna talk about this right now.
I wanted Roman to name his album Bear Mattress, where he just let everything in his life, which he did in this album, everything, he just put it on the table, completely bare, just completely unfiltered, what is going on in his life. And the album cover would have been fire in this rundown hotel with this stained old dirty LA mattress, Rialto mattress from, and it would have been sick. And there would have been a bear rug on the bottom. And he was like, nah. And I was like, that's marketing genius. So bear mattress.
Hold on. If you were gonna do that, I would have called the album something like Open Vault or Open Book, and you just got a book with like words written on it, kind of got the track list there for like the picture, or Open Vault, you kind of got the vault with the track list kind of like peeking out inside in the gold.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
Wow.
It's a parable because he's a bear. He's like, yeah,
I have marketing ideas. Kanye said it, but I'm a genius. Come on.
Okay. So we're gonna.
He said, I like some of the Gaga songs.
We're bringing the camera back on me.
What does Lady Gaga know about cameras?
Just listen. Go to Ramon. Listen, the album's doing well. Go to Spotify, and I was just notified. This is the coolest thing. Spotify has now have a This Is Roman list on Spotify.
Yes,
So
sir. He's certified.
I'm
Half of those songs are
He's
written by
certified.
yours truly.
2 songs are written by Kevin. Actually, 2 songs. And look, and the 2 songs you're talking about, one of them was not even on that playlist that Spotify put together. So only one of those songs is Kevin's.
That's
certified.
That's official, man. Thank you so much, Spotify. I really appreciate it. That was dope. I thought that was really cool when I saw that. So thanks, guys, for coming on. We got to do this again real soon. Thanks for watching Epic Thoughts, y'all. You guys have a good night. Make sure you get the Epic Thoughts merch. Give us the follows. Give us the shout outs. Thanks for watching us. Also, if you're watching us on YouTube, give us one of these and subscribe to HP, and you'll get more information about what's coming up next. God bless y'all. Good night.